Welcome to Bold Talk series where creativity, leadership, ideas, and innovation come together. My name is Ludvik, and today I have a privilege to have a short one-on-one conversation with Shoba Purushothaman, the co-founder of Hardskills. Shoba, great seeing you and welcome to our Bold Talk series. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, well, great seeing you and great seeing you also in Venice a few weeks ago. I was so glad that you were able to be there and experience the Boulder Words. And I thought it'd be great
Yeah,
to have a good short conversation for people who don't know much about your background and also about hard skills. So, with that, I like to just start with one good simple question. Just give us an overview of hard skills and your journey. What inspired you to start hard skills?
sure. So Hardskills is an immersive learning platform, and we help enterprises prepare their workforces for the future of work by developing the hard to learn soft skills that are crucial, especially today as AI, automation, digital transformation reframes what work is going to be as machines step in, right? So we are a digital training platform, and we focus on skills like how to think critically, how to develop a growth mindset, how to communicate persuasively, how to collaborate with people that you may never meet but work together every day, right? So those are the kinds of skills that our platform works on. We're 100% digital, and so we scale infinitely and allow clients to bring a consistent set of operating behaviors and values through how their teams demonstrate skills on a day-to-day basis.
Ah, that's awesome. And what inspired you to start Hard Skills, Shoba?
Well, me and my two co-founders, we've worked together for 20 years, and we built two previous startups at the intersection of media and marketing. And they were digital businesses that rode the Internet 1.0 wave. And so for the third company, we wanted to take everything that we understood about B2B and the art of persuasive content technology and platforms to go into a new industry. And education was a natural. And what we found was there was this white space that was really untouched, right? Which was, how do you scale effective and measurable behavioral skills training globally? And we felt that with more and more work from first world getting outsourced to emerging markets around the globe, that there was an opportunity for us to help bridge the gap between these two styles of working and expectations of how to communicate and how to be effective. And so that's how the idea got inspired. I think, we are the three founders. Krish, our CTO, is from India. Anthony is British. I'm from Malaysia. So it was also a happy mix of our own backgrounds that allowed us to uncover this opportunity.
Nice. Yeah, it's always fun to build things with people that you have built previously, other companies, right? And so you have them,
Right.
you know their strength and where they're good. There's a trust level there, so all of that. Now, Shoba, how are you different from your competitors out there in the marketplace, if there's any direct competitors?
Yeah. So I think, the we are the first digital and global platform that was designed from the ground up. We were new to this industry, and so we had a clean slate. We didn't bring any baggage, right, of trying to reinvent how things were done. We came into it with a clean slate. We spent a year talking to companies and business leaders around the globe. And so I think that was the starting point that allowed us to see things in a fresh way. And so the first big difference was we understood that for the world that we were moving into, this was back, 5, 6 years ago, the world that we were moving into, we really needed to find a way to train behavioral, soft skills, human skills, power skills, call them whatever you want, but these sorts of skills in a highly scalable way so no one is left behind. Historically, most companies have reserved this type of training for the upper layers of their management teams, right? They have been viewed as leaders, and so they send them to offsites, classroom-based, live instructor training, and this doesn't scale. So we wanted to do something that was different, and so we have been designed to scale. The second was we wanted to create something that was very modern and engaging and immersive, right? So we've built these immersive worlds. We use cinematic Netflix-style content creation techniques. And this allows us to get people to really get immersive into seeing how they typically might have a scenario at work and what an ideal state can be. And so we train through these cinematic role play scenarios. The third thing is we spend time with the world's leading scientists on how do you change human behavior. So everything we do is based on proven science of how to get learning to stick. This includes and has influenced our cohort-based training methodology. So we're online, but it's structured learning. It's learning in the flow of work. We drip feed. We don't just give people a license like you do get at an Udemy or a LinkedIn, and people are left to their own self-motivation. And most people need motivation, and they need a little nudge. So we take care of all of the rollouts. So that's, the fourth differentiator, that our delivery model. And all of this combines together. We collect a lot of data. We have a lot of interactivity with the platform. So we're getting people to slow down, reflect, think about a response, how would they handle the situation? And we get them to write these responses. These are open text. So we're getting a lot of deep insight into how someone is learning, which allows us to personalize learning even further and allows us to give them feedback that's very rich and actionable, right? So those are 5 things that we do. And it has been a very meticulously driven journey that we have been on.
Yeah. I mean, it's I've been part of those other platforms and educational platforms, but what you're doing with the hard skills is very unique, and it's also drives that level of engagement, that immersion. You talked about immersion. I truly believe that immersion is the way to make sure that the learning sticks.
Yeah.
With the with you now.
Yeah, and just the platforms such as Udemy, LinkedIn, Coursera, all of them, right? What we have to remember is they serve an invaluable purpose, right? Their purpose is to open access to 40,000, 60,000 pieces of content, right, from all over. And they are relying on individuals to decide what they want to do, when they want to do it, and how they do it. So it's a different purpose. Our purpose is to help organizations ensure that there's a certain population, or all of their population, gets these transferable, durable skills as we move into a new world, right?
Yeah. Obviously, the some of the I believe I've seen there are some courses on the leadership on hard skills. What qualities do you believe are essential for effective leadership in a fast-paced work environment?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think there are 3 key things that I use and I think all of us as founders at Hardskills and the team are driven by, which also is illustrated in the content and the learning journeys, right? The first is mastering the ability to think fast and slow, to understand what needs to happen now to impact tomorrow. This is quite a difficult skill to master. It's a hard skill, right? I think we have, over the last decade, gotten used to a lot of move fast and break things type of thinking. But I think there's more and more recognition that we have to think fast and slow. And so that's the first aspect. The second thing is, as you rightly say, it's to be bold, right? Being unafraid to fail and being contrarian, so that unless you do this, right, unless you're bold and contrarian, you can't experiment. And so you really do need to have that as a quality. And I don't believe this is a quality that you're either born with. Some people might think, oh, you're a risk taker, risk profile. I can assure you, as a South Indian middle-class child being brought up in Malaysia, risk-taking was not one of the lessons I was taught, right? So I do believe this is a skill that can be honed. And the third thing, which is crucial, is cultivating a culture of open, direct communication, right? Because I think leadership today, everyone will tell you the number one art and science is how to communicate effectively, right? So those are the three things: thinking, communicating, and acting. If I had to put them into those headings.
Very well put. Now, when it comes to motivation, how do you motivate and inspire your team to achieve
the Hardskills team?
Yes.
Well, the short answer is that we are very lucky that we have a mission that is hugely motivating in itself, right? Because we work with some of the world's largest brands, Fortune 500 companies, Nestle, Accenture, right? And so we're supporting these global names and in ensuring that their employees have these transferable skills that will help them remain relevant in the new world of work. So I think that mission drives everyone on the team. We're a relatively small team. There's fewer than 30 of us spread out globally. Many of us have, I've met everyone, but not everyone has met everyone. So we do need that motivational mission to glue us together. And I think we have direct touch points with the end recipient of our work, the learners, right? Because we are fully managing these cohorts on behalf of our clients. So we are engaging, motivating, helping them, solve any learning challenges they have. So we do get a lot of feedback and stories about what's working for them, what's not. We're not just sort of a tech behind the scene writing code, right? There's more to that. We have a lot more intimacy with the end customer, and I think that really helps.
Yeah. Like when the mission is clear, work gets easier, right?
Yes.
It's kind of like when the value is clear, decisions are made easier and quicker.
Yes.
So I think making sure that as a leader, making that mission clear, it is what truly, I think, gets the team on board and go for that next challenge. And so, obviously, as a leader,
correct,
we have a lot of challenges. Share us some example of having some challenging leadership situation you faced in the past, or how you handle it.
How long do you have? I think, leadership challenges for entrepreneurs, it's entrepreneurs are a special type of beast, and the challenges we face are a special type of beast, right? And then if you layer on being a female in a leadership role, that also brings its own set of challenges. I think that for me, there is a recurring challenge, and it's a challenge that I continue to try to build on, which is how to improve how quickly I can bounce back from disappointment, rejection bias, right? Because these things happen daily, sometimes multiple times a day, and it can come from anyone, right? Customers, partners, team members, right? Total strangers, investors, etc. So I think it takes a lot of getting used to, and it's not a one-time event. And in terms of how I've learned to handle this, I think I have become quite good at being talking to myself, reminding myself and coaching myself that this is a mission that I really, it's a long mission, and that reminding myself of the people who rely on me staying the course and all the supporters that we have amassed on this journey who are cheering us on, right? So it is a little bit of that being grateful for what you have that you hear about all the time. I think that helps a lot. And you have to have this deep inner faith that you can draw on, right? So that's how I handle that recurring challenge.
Yeah, the importance of speaking to yourself and telling yourself that, hey, reminding yourself that, hey, you're in this journey and this is the path and this is the path that it will bring you that happiness that you already have chosen from day one.
Correct.
It is the key, and not, of course, not looking left and right. Today we have so much distraction, right? So we can get easily distracted in the world. And today, a lot of the times also when we talk about innovation, people think like we need to be a geniuses or come up with an amazing idea in order to be innovation. What does innovation mean to you, and how does it drive your company's growth? Obviously, I spent some good time in Hardskills, and I saw there's a lot of great innovative ways how you bring these products and services to the corporations. I'd love to hear from your side in terms of what does innovation mean to you?
So I think innovation is where curiosity, creativity, and agility meet and have a party, right? And I think curiosity is the root of it, because you have to be so intimate with the problem you're trying to solve, your customers, the world that they live in, to be able to anticipate their needs. And you need creativity to be able to deconstruct big things. And as you say, right, innovation could be the sum of many parts, but you need to be able to be creative, to break things down and figure out how to solve problems, where to start and where to move to next to find that solution. And the third piece, right, the third ingredient of agility is crucial, right? Because as an innovative team in a big organization or an innovative startup like what we are, where we're a small team, it is about being able to move quickly, right? It's not about haste, right? But it is about moving fast to bring that solution, because speed does matter. And every product that we have launched, I was thinking about this the other day, right? Because we're about to launch a new product in June. And every single product that we've launched has been inspired by a customer relating to us a problem they have, right? And we have had multiple conversations and whiteboarded this and brainstormed and figured out, okay, what do we need to do? And then you're iterating each step of the way. And that's what we're doing. Even today, I mean, this is our 5th year in the market, but we literally are iterating with customer input, right? So I think that's a big piece of innovation. To us, I think it needs to happen in collaboration with the client, as opposed to in isolation. That's another aspect.
Yeah. I would love to have much longer conversation, but these are short formats, and hopefully we'll get to another one perhaps another time. Obviously, you've been to Bold Awards, but what does bold mean? The word bold mean to you, Shoba?
The word bold means being brave, about being a contrarian. unwavering self-belief, and doing everything that it takes to get there.
Well said.
Legally.
Yeah, of course. And
Just to add
ethically.
everything
And
that it
ethically.
takes.
And ethically, for sure.
That's right.
This is great. Well, congrats to all your achievements, Shoba.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me in this Bold Talk series, and look forward to our next conversation. Take care. Be great.
Thanks a
Be
lot.
bold always. All right.
Bye, Anthony. Bye-bye.